We are here today marking 1 year since President Donald Trump began his second term. And many of you were with me right after he was elected. We were out here then, and I made commitments to the people of this state, the people of this nation, about the rule of law, about democracy, about standing up to fight and push back against a president who, we said then, if he breaks the law, we will take him to court. And we are here today to say we have fulfilled that promise over the last year, and we have been successful in our efforts pushing back against Trump's repeated lawlessness. It has been 1 year since Trump doubled down on his sweeping, often illegal, campaign to remake America. 1 year since he launched his vendetta against California and other Democratic-led cities and Democratic-led states. His attack on our rights and our freedoms, our kids, on our families, on our immigrants, our workers, seniors, small businesses. No one has been immune. And he has attacked so much of what and who make our state and our nation so great. Sadly, none of this has come as a surprise. Trump never hid the ball. His plans were laid out in Trump 1.0, in his campaign speeches, and in Project 2025, a written document he sent to us telling us what he would try to do, which meant my team at California DOJ and I, along with our fellow Democratic attorneys general, had time to prepare, and we did. We went into Trump's first year suited up and ready to hit whatever curveball the federal administration threw our way. And we've delivered. In just 1 year, we've taken Trump to court 54 times. That's more than once a week, and we have won repeatedly. We've secured a victory 80% of the time in our cases. We've secured 12 final rulings, so not temporary restraining orders or preliminary injunctions, but final orders. And we've secured 35 preliminary injunctions or other emergency relief. And while preliminary and while these are emergency forms of relief, they block the unlawful actions that are hurting our people, and they protect our people while the case proceeds through the courts. As we've racked up the W's, more than once the Trump administration has thrown in the towel, waved the white flag, and accepted defeat. They have backed down instead of duking it out in court. 27 of the 54 cases have centered on federal funding that our state, our communities, our people deserve and rely on. This is Trump, time and time again, trying to be Congress, wanting that power of the purse, the ability to appropriate, to spend, that lies in a completely other branch of government that is not his authority to use. Thanks to our lawsuits, we've returned approximately $188 billion to California children, to seniors, to families, to workers, to schools, to communities. We've invested $19 million in our efforts to push back against the Trump lawlessness, to return $188 billion to the state. That is a 989,000% return on our investment, unheard of in even the best of business deals or financial investments or transactions. While protecting this funding is critical, our fights go beyond just money. Not everything can be measured in money. We ended the unlawful federalization of California's National Guard and stopped the militarization of our streets, of our cities, of our communities. We defended constitutional rights, core fundamental rights like birthright citizenship, and we blocked sweeping voter restrictions that Trump tried to visit on American voters. We blocked Trump from clawing back funds for child care, cutting-edge medical research that can cure disease and extend life. We've blocked Trump from clawing back funds for FEMA's disaster mitigation to provide disaster emergency relief. And we preserved and protected AmeriCorps, America's volunteer program. If Trump wasn't used to losing in court before, he now sure is. Loss after loss, we have delivered to him. If he wants to stop losing, it's simple. He should stop breaking the law. If he stops breaking the law, we'll stop suing. Plain and simple. Now, this isn't about politics. This is about the law. This is about law and order. It's about a wholesale attack on our people, our values, and our progress. I wish we didn't have to sue the president so often. This isn't my desire, because that would mean the leader of our country, the president of the United States, who a year ago today raised his right hand and took an oath to uphold the law and to comply with the Constitution, it would mean that he is following the law. I don't think it's too much to ask that the president of the United States of America follow the law and comply with the Constitution.